In this video we'll be looking at the important questions of what different AdSense ad formats are available to you and how to choose the best performing ones. I'll be showing you which ones that performs best and why, but we will not be covering the recommended positioning of ads or the color layout of the AdSense ads on your AdSense pages in this specific video, but I will of course cover these important questions later. At the end of this video I will also cover a few of the most overlooked AdSense account settings. Now that will easily make you more money. This even includes your payment settings, your referral settings, and something called alternative ad type preference settings. We will also be looking at your competitive ad filter so that we can disable competitors from displaying on your site. All of these settings will have a direct impact on your earnings, so please pay attention. AdSense offers you three ways for you to get paid: content, search, and referrals. And if we start with referrals, you'll see that this works as any other traditional affiliate program. You get an affiliate link from Google, and you can include a text link or a provided image with your affiliate code embedded to promote mainly the AdSense or the Google AdWords programs from your website. Now, this is of course just a way for Google to get more publishers and advertisers. I don't include any such links in my websites at all, as I believe there are many better and higher paid affiliate programs out there. But just to mention, if you recruit a new AdSense publisher, you'll get $100 commission, but only after that publisher has made $100 in earnings from AdSense himself. And if you recruit a new Google AdWords advertiser, you'll receive $20 after the advertiser has spent $100 in AdWords traffic. The AdSense for search option simply means that you may add a Google search box designed somewhat to your choice on your site, and what happens is that when a visitor searches, a new window pop-ups with Google search results in that window, just as if that visitor would have searched on the actual Google search engine. You only get paid if that visitor then clicks on the AdWords ads on that page. Now it is true that such a click will likely bring you more money than a content-served ad, as most advertisers tend to bid higher for search traffic. At the same time, it is also far more likely that you will lose that visitor to some other site completely without getting paid at all. It is therefore my recommendation that you use a link unit up here instead, which only displays sponsored ads. The only time I would seriously be considering adding a Google search box is if your site has got a directory type of feature and has a high volume of general traffic that would possibly be more prone to make other searches. I've personally had much better results with content linked units, so I recommend that you don't integrate any Google search boxes on your site. The third option to make money with AdSense is by having content ads being displayed on your website. Now this is your preferred option. And when you get into the area where you choose ad units or link units to be displayed on your website, you first have a drop-down menu, and you have the option to choose either to have text and image ads running on your website, which is the default setting, but I recommend that you always choose only to have text ads to be served on your website. And the reason for this is that visitors rather click on a text link than on an image ad. In fact, banners or images in a banner type format will rarely exceed 5 to 10% click-through rate on any page. Now, while text ads at the same time, it can easily reach 3 or 4 times that click-through rate. Now, it is also relevant to mention that image ads are served on paid per impression basis, so you may want to experiment with image ads, but my general recommendation is to always opt in only for the text ads, as visitors always rather click on text links that appear to be part of the content. So if we continue from here, we enter into the area where you actually set up and retrieve the code for the ads that you want having displayed on your page. clicking on the Add Formats link brings you to this section. And choosing Add Units is not really that difficult, and I should explain to you why. There are two main types of add formats: horizontal add units as well as vertical add units. And I'm going to make the choice between these two main groups very simple for you. You should always try to choose horizontal add units. And the reason for this is because a person is more used to reading horizontally, so your visitor are more easily attracted to these ads. Google has actually run tests that show that horizontal ads do receive more clicks than vertical ones. Now there are three horizontal ad units available to you: the leaderboard, the 728 by 90 format, the banner sized ad unit which is 468 by 60 format, and the half banner. Now anyone that didn't visit the internet for the first time over the last 2 weeks will subconsciously associate the 468 by 60 banner as an ad. So whatever you do, try to avoid this format. Now your best working ad format is without a doubt the leaderboard format. And I recommend that you always try to include at least one leaderboard ad unit on your AdSense pages. Now we will look later at how to integrate it so it appears to be part of your content. And as we scroll down further, we pass the vertical ads and we arrive to the ad block units. Now these are somewhat of a combination of vertical ads and horizontal ads, and if you integrate them nicely, they usually work really well. Now the second rule of thumb when choosing ad units, remembering that the first rule was that horizontal ads are higher performing than vertical ones, is to choose ads that display as many ads as possible within the same given area, as this increases the chance of attracting a visitor to a text ad that interests him or her. Now this makes the choice from these ad blocks units quite simple. You should always try to use the medium-sized rectangle 300 by 250, as this format will display most ads in a given area. And not surprisingly, Google has actually recently confirmed that this size is the block ad format that works best. Now Google allows you to display 3 different ad units as well as a link unit and a search box on a single page. There is however no need to populate your page to that extent. Now remember that the highest paying ads are the ones being served from the top left, just as with Google AdWords ads are being served from the highest ones being started from the top. So this brings me to rule number 3. When you add an ad unit to your page, do it purposefully and integrate it to the best of your ability. It's always better to have one high performing ad unit than 2 low performing ones. When it comes to link units, which are displayed a little bit further down on the same page as ad units, the rules change a little bit. First, you need to remember that link units only pays you after the visitor has clicked on the sponsored ads that have been displayed on a separate page after clicking on your link unit. This means that there is an extra step involved before you can get paid. They are, however, a great way to incorporate ads that appear to be part of your navigational structure rather than part of your content. Now the rule of vertical versus horizontal ads, as I mentioned to you before, do no longer apply. However, the rule of incorporating as many ads as possible within a given area does. This means that the least wide of the 5 ads per link unit should be your preferred option. However, there is a special condition to this recommendation, and that is that you need to try to also match the text size of the link unit as well as you can to your other navigational links that you plan to have close to where the link unit is displayed. This means that you should, in some cases, go with the 4 ads link unit instead of the 5 ads link unit, so that you can match the text size to the surrounding text size on your page as well as possible. These same recommendations apply when you try to choose horizontal link units as well.